Good evening, everybody. This is your Fleet Commander, Stephen Perley. Tonight we are joined with Admiral Kimberly Donohoe, who is the guest tonight. Joost Ueffing, acting RC-13. The vampire himself, Captain John Hardy, USS Essex. It looks pretty good for Dracula, but not too bad. Captain Maria Dutilly of the USS Stella Pirata.
Hey.
And Brigadier Phillip Cox, acting Region 1 RC, CO, the USS Columbia, all around good guy.
Columbia.
What? It starts with a C, doesn't it?
You just insulted the Thunder. That's okay.
Oh, the Thunder. Anyways, and
we'll play a bunch of Van Halen later, so that way.
Overall superhero of law enforcement and butt kissers of the warden. Good to have him.
Oh my!
And of course, tonight's associate producer is Justin Fitzik out of the Star Kraken, who is right there. Yep, there he is. He's already into that bottle.
Hi, Justin.
Yep, you can tell with that haircut. So all right. And of course, we have the executive producer down there in the corner, kind of stalking us like normal. So everybody, this is After Dark. Has been moved to Mondays. Surprise. If you didn't get the notice, sucks to be you. So here's your notice. Hi, it's After Dark. Good to see you guys. So how's everybody's Monday since it's not the end of the week? Thanks to Justin, damn it. Damn Amazon people.
Captain and Coke in my Borg sippy cup.
It is not too bad considering there's like a bunch of stuff happening across the fleet. Like if everyone's like aware of the different things that are going on, like it's a pretty interesting Monday. I'll just put it to you like that. I've been paying attention and watching stuff, so it's a pretty interesting Monday for a day in Starfleet International. So,
well, so Joost, you look like you're peaceful, like you're ready to you look like the enforcer for a mafia family. What's going on in your neck of the woods?
Not too much going on right now. Yeah, in fact, it's getting too damn cold here now. We officially hit like below freezing tonight. So, apart from that, I'm just sitting back and getting my popcorn ready for tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
I don't know, some little vote thingy going on down across the border.
You just want to see Civil War break out and see who wins. It's all right.
No, quite frankly, any Civil War, we're gonna get a shit ton of American refugees into Canada. Yeah, you can.
Hey, you better tell the Canadian Prime Minister he better build that wall and say keep out.
Oh, you don't know how many people have actually told me maybe we should.
No, yeah, tomorrow's election day. Fun. Yay, not. Regardless of who you vote for, regardless that who you support, if your person does not win, please do not bring that into the fleet and start drama. Because in Starfleet, I don't give a damn who is president. I don't give a shit.
Starfleet has a history of that?
Oh, are you kidding me?
People bringing in like U.S. politics into Starfleet.
Starfleet has the tendency of bringing in politics and racism and bullshit. I'm like, dude, we're based in the 24th century. I don't give a shit. Nobody cares about it. Hello, Donohoe. Hey, he even spelled your name correctly. Woohoo! Now I gotta go vote at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm voting first thing in the morning. Voting first thing in the morning. Hey, Joe.
Damn.
Well, that was a little audio feedback we all didn't need.
Who the hell was that? So I can slap. It sounded like Maria having a heart attack because her spaceship like hit a sun.
Is the feedback still there?
I don't know. You scared the bejesus out of poor little Philip down there.
My cat jumped.
I thought I heard a duck. I was like, oh crap, it's happening. This is how I'm going out. I thought I heard a duck. So
Well, you're so retarded. My God, dude. I can't do it, your ass.
If it's a duck, I'm done. It's as simple as that. I'll freeze up and then you guys will watch me just
You're
die.
afraid of a duck?
I'm not so much afraid of them, is that they're really sneaky. And then like they make noise when they want to. Ducks are like, they're kind of creepy sometimes.
Ducks
You ever been around a swan?
They're
They'll
a
bite
lot
you.
they're a lot like a lot of SFI members. They're very quiet until they want to attack, and they go. "Rawr, rawr, rawr, rawr."
Oh, that's not true.
There's a lot of people in Region 1 that's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially that one over there.
You have to lay off my region now. You have to lay off my
Skip over and go to that one.
Right.
I don't say anything.
No,
Hey, you're
not
acting.
you, the other side.
So shut the hell up.
Yeah, well.
But I hear good things about people nominating the Kroby down at the very bottom.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about me?
Yeah.
I just noticed I was at the very bottom. I was like, oh, you must be talking about me.
So is everyone up to date on the discovery of last episode? What did everyone think of it?
I'm going to tell you right now that I have not watched it. I am a binger, so I will wait literally until the entire season. I already seen spoilers, which sucks, but for the most part, I'm going to forget all that by the time the entire season's done, and I'm just going to binge it and watch it at the end. So,
well, they're supposed to start filming season 4 now.
Right.
yeah.
So, I mean, and then I heard some rumor, I don't know if it's true or not, that they're already talking about going with season 5.
I mean,
No, it's not a rumor. They have been signed for season 4 and 5.
Right.
That's confirmed.
Sweet.
I hope Jonathan Frakes still continues to direct the episodes. I think he does a fabulous job.
He does really good.
Yeah.
curious, like, where did they take it? Because obviously they probably weren't expecting the success, but it's like, it's not your standard, story episode driven type. So like, how do you expand upon this idea that you started with? So I'm like, I don't know. I haven't even started watching season 3 yet. So I guess I just need to shut up and wait.
You are so horrible, and you want to be an Admiralty board member?
Hey, listen.
Who said he wants to be?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, hey,
Well, dude.
hey, Philip, do me a favor. Send me your platform.
Sure.
Just send him a picture of a table.
I
Actually,
emailed all 44 COs my platform, and I'm pretty sure I sent it to you as well. But I will send it again because I'm that kind of fan.
He doesn't read his
I'll put it
He
out.
needs the special CS copy with the gold leaf.
hey, you know what? He is the first candidate, if I'm not mistaken, that because I went back and asked a bunch of different regions and stuff. He's the only RC candidate yet that's actually been endorsed by the Commander of Starfleet. So
Did you endorse Jason?
I nominated Jason.
I think you endorsed him on
No,
after.
Did I?
You
I think
did.
so, yeah.
Well, excuse me just a second. Okay, look. Okay, when you have to deal with Kim and you have to deal with Russell and Justin and everybody in the EC and the AB members wanting to have a mental and have a mental breakdown and all the whiny titty babies in Starfleet, you just don't understand.
There are no whiny titty babies in Starfleet.
It's in the safe.
Yeah, hang on one second.
That's so cute. You think that, Philip? And you're a cop. You should know better.
No, I am a communications major before anything. So like that's one of the things that does me like it's a service to me being in law enforcement and being able to know how to communicate with people.
Right.
So,
Communication is important, but when you're talking to people that don't care what you say, it doesn't agree with what they want, then they might as well just be going la 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 la. Yes, they don't.
I'll say this, and I think Philip will back me on this. We're not called cops. We're called deputies. There's a difference.
law enforcement. I'll go with law enforcement. I've had little kids call me cops. We are definitely deputies, but to the average citizen who doesn't know,
And he's the shortest damn deputy I've ever met in my life.
As many of who ever talked to me
Well, not
know,
everybody's a Sasquatch.
I would say if everybody that knows me knows, including Steve, I think we've had this talk. I have a great respect for deputy sheriffs and sheriff's departments.
Oh, here it comes, Philip. Get
I
ready.
have very low respect when it comes to police departments. And it comes down to the fact that a police commissioner is a nominated position by elected officials, whereas the sheriff is an elected official. If you have a bad sheriff, you can get rid of him and put somebody else in that job. If you have a bad police commissioner, you're boned.
Yeah, but nobody wants to be sheriff of Jefferson County, Kentucky. I'm just saying. Philip said he does. Philip said he might do it one day.
One day, run for elected office. Who knows? We'll see how. I did it in college once, so I don't see why.
If you can survive Commander of Starfleet, you can survive anything.
There you go. That's very true.
So maybe you'll be the next victim to sit in the big seat. Maybe you'll get like 16 pills to function daily.
Would you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby? No
Oh, God. It's been one of those days. So what else is going on? It's really quiet. I don't remember After Dark's being this bad. Where the hell is Hooper at? He's usually fucking with me by now.
Well,
honestly, Hooper hasn't been on in a while.
Everybody off.
Well, Hooper was dating somebody, and then I seen him post something. Well, I'm single again, and I commented. I was like, "Well, that was short-lived." He said, "Yeah." He's like, "I changed the bitch like I changed my sock. Day one gone." I'm like, "Damn."
I don't know. Every time I see it, I just put the picture from, I can't remember what show it is, but it's the one guy pointing up and he's turning around. And he says, "Reset the clock." Like,
God.
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim. Thank you.
It's from Pacific Rim. Yeah, it's the one I use. But yeah, they did do it in Battlestar as well.
Oh, that's true. I'm sorry. So I addressed Russell by his improper rank. So it's no longer Major Russell Camp. It's Lieutenant Colonel Russell Camp. Thanks.
Yeah, see, you're the one that pushed it through. Yeah, that's kind of surprising. But yeah, it happens.
Hey, I'll make everybody in fleet a 4-star Admiral before I leave office.
Hey, I don't have to have hollow pips anymore. That's kind of nice. Because those things are annoying.
I don't want it.
No,
What?
you work for Amazon. You ain't getting shit.
Wait, what?
Except for a refund because y'all's delivery service sucks.
Hey, it's not the worst one.
No. Hang on.
DHL is worse.
I know it's not you, but let me tell you, the contractors that they got delivering Amazon packages are like in the back of a Nissan pickup truck, okay? These fuckers are retarded. Like,
not here.
Dude, I watched a lady scan a package and throw that bitch 40 feet onto the lady's front porch because she didn't want to get that far from her truck.
I've seen FedEx camera footage from the warehouses where they're playing soccer with packages.
I can't confirm nor deny I didn't drop a TV set.
Thank God the ones here up in Canada don't throw shit. I actually see them put the package on the stoop without having to damage it. It's
Russell, come get your shirt. Russell, did you leave your shirt at somebody's house?
Yeah, I bought a Masamune shirt. Yeah, I know I need to come get it. I also need to go get my comm badge from my chief engineer. It's just,
Michael. Yeah, Amazon has their own trucks except for in rural areas. They contract them out. They don't all have trucks in every. It's not like Amazon and UPS. They're only in bigger areas, but they have contractors that use own vehicles.
We also have unmarked contractor vehicles in major metropolitan areas as well.
They start there. They have to start in their own vehicle, and then they have to earn the right to drive one of the private.
Well, I tell you what, you can tell they're a delivery driver because they drive like shit.
Yeah, you would know.
Hey, ha! I had.
So, have you ever pulled yourself over?
I'll tell you what. I should have pulled. All right, so everybody that knows is I work at FedEx
every night. So I'm
working at FedEx during the seasonal time to help with extra money. Okay, and I actually go back full time at the sheriff's office Saturday. But I should have pulled my ass over this morning. I'm just saying. I come out of town. I come off the off ramp going into town, and it's a new Mercedes Sprinter van, and it drives like a car. Next thing I know, I'm from 0 to like 90 coming through a residential area. I'm like, ew! Hit the brake, and you can hear every package in the back just slam up against the back grate. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be one of those days.
Oh, no.
Metro B for some more cook, please.
Not taking your cup. I'm giving you the Coke.
Okay, that's fine. Now just ignore the person getting up. Nope, they can't look. Okay.
Everybody get a screenshot.
You're so retarded. Oh, you're just mad because we get screenshots of you. If you fall asleep on the commander's broadcast, we take a screenshot.
You know.
Or where's the one? What's my favorite one at? Hang on.
No, don't show it. Don't show it. We don't need to see it.
Oh, yes, we do.
That one's one of my favorites.
I love that one.
I loved how Jeff made that his avatar on Facebook for a while.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that shit. Here's my favorite though. Hey, this one here I'm gonna show. He looks like he's puckering up. That's how that's how he got that brigadier. He's like, hello, let me lick those lips and pucker up, big boy.
My heart for RCS right now. Yeah.
Wait, what's the white color for in Starfleet Marines? I forget it.
Signifies command.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Wait, you're a Marine? You don't know that shit?
I'm reserve. And I don't have a BOS.
Now, having said that, when I was on command, the general staff, I still wore my red arrows. I still had used red aerospace.
I have it. Since I do a lot of command stuff.
But I show motherfucking hot.
Yeah, I'm a Starfleet Marine for the worst reasons. No, it's because my last name doesn't go well with ranks. It never has. So the problem is, right now where I'm at, if I put the rank in front of my last name in the naval ranks, I sound like I go on a cereal box.
Captain Camp, dun dun dun.
Whereas if I use the Marine Corps ones, they don't sound as bad.
Michael, I have pulled over FedEx trucks. Actually, for the guy I work for now, I pulled his son over, and he didn't recognize it until after they hired me for seasonal work. Oh my God, is that who I think that is down at the corner?
Problem is, right now where I'm at, if I put the rank in front of my last name in the naval ranks, I sound like I go on a cereal box. Okay, somebody has Facebook open.
John, it's you again. I know it's got to be John.
If I use the Marine Corps ones, they don't sound as bad.
Michael, I have pulled over FedEx trucks.
I'm going to figure out who it is.
The guy I work for now, I pulled his son over. And
It's Cher. Cher, go ahead and close the Facebook feed. So you're getting reverb.
Yes.
Okay.
Reverb.
If I put the rank in front of my last name in the naval ranks, no.
Okay, we heard us.
John, it's you again. I know it's got to be John.
If I use the
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
You can just watch it in StreamYard as opposed to on Facebook.
Well, if you didn't catch it, Russell sounds like a cereal box.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a Starfleet Marine because you're like, hey, Dale. Now, look, we actually have a bona fide United States Marine Corps veteran. He's short, he's ugly, and he puckers up for the boss. Yes, he is. There he is.
I mean,
glad you didn't zoom it in on me while I was
kinda am.
Dude, I tell you what, if this damn program had Zoom feature, I would zoom in on some of y'all's faces. I swear to God, I would. I'd get a good one too. But you know what, Russell, tonight when that shit's over, put in there and tell them they need to put a Zoom feature.
I've put that one in before.
Hey, look, it's the Brady Bunch.
No, what? I was like Hollywood Squares. Circle gets a square. Put you in the middle.
He's the Paul Land of Starfleet.
I like that better.
Just need to sign
Or
out.
with the Polly Shore.
After the day I had, this is what needs to happen. Hang on. Just explode everything. I'm all happy with that.
There we go.
Do a Praxis explosion.
I don't know how I feel about Commander
Every
Star.
time I hear the word praxis, I think of something completely different. So,
Praxis?
yeah.
What do you think of?
And there's a role playing game called Vampire the Masquerade, and praxis is when somebody tries to basically assassinate the prince.
Oh.
Usually doesn't end well.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. See, there you go. I'm positive she's talking about me.
Who did we lose?
We lost.
Steve jumped off.
Steve.
Steve dropped off for a moment and then jumped back in.
Oh, she said you're delicious.
I appreciate that. I told you.
It's like
And I work beyond it. So.
Oh.
Oh my God.
I did. I made it.
I'm just happy this thing is working again for me.
Yeah, stop logging yourself out. You and Kim are like
Justin, you're stuttering. No, I'm just kidding.
When we're working, we're
Don't
supposed
go
to
there,
do
Russell.
that. That's
Don't
what our
go
boss
there.
said.
No, it wasn't the fact they logged out. What was worse is when he would log on, the stream would like turn into like 1985 internet. Like,
Oh,
it was
God,
bad.
that like there's no tomorrow.
Somebody has an interesting ringtone.
Yeah.
Right?
Mine's on silent. It's not me after Steve fussed at me.
Mine's always on silent.
No,
Like that
I
one.
fussed at
That
you.
one.
No, I fussed at you because I'd be in the middle of a broadcast and trying to be serious, and you send me some goofy shit text message. I'm like, I lose my whole train of thought. I'm like, and I sit here like an idiot. What do I say now?
No, you said I was supposed to turn my phone off during broadcast because it was. And I don't send you goofy text.
Yeah,
I send you things like
Russell, Justin, y'all.
I
all
do.
fucking send me
I
stupid
totally
shit.
do.
When was the
says-
last time I texted you?
Don't forget the challenge coins.
Last time
And there's
you
a
texted
question
me,
on there for you to look because I'm usually down here
2200 tonight was the last time you texted me.
and I'm doing this. Like, look at the questions.
Besides tonight,
Oh,
when
I
was the
don't
last
know.
time?
I
Okay,
don't know. I usually get a message from you at least once a week. Hey, bud, how you doing? Now, Russell, since Russell has a woman now, I hear very little from Russell.
No, because I'm avoiding you. Because every time I talk to you, it's something new to do.
I'm like, oh, Russell, oh, buddy, oh, a friend of mine.
It's like, ah, crap, I'm in Corpus. What now?
Right.
Before tonight, I haven't texted you in weeks, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, it's
wow,
been like 2
you
weeks.
sound just like a woman. I don't want to hear it.
It's like it's
Right.
almost showtime, and Steve tells me busy. And I said, I understand, but will you be here on time or late? And then there's your challenge coin reminder. Somebody had a command star question.
Oh, there's a baby.
There's a baby.
Oh,
Hi, little baby.
pretty.
Hey, you know what? That's a beautiful baby, but I'm so thankful it looks like her mama.
Oh,
I see some of Philip.
Just a little bit.
in the nose. It's in the nose.
She's got
In the
Philip's
nose.
cheeks.
She's got
Those cheeks. God.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the future Region 1 coordinator in about 20 years.
Hell.
Oh,
Does that mean Fiona's the new CS in about 18?
God help all you geriatric people that was an asshole to me because my daughter gonna burn you all at the stake.
It's a good thing we're on your good side.
Geriatric.
that is so wrong.
Starting with, I'll tell you who number one on her shit list is, and I don't know why. Like when she would start, when she got on, and when she was watching the streams, she didn't really know that Russell was playing a few times, kind of like he was being an ass a few times. And like Fiona would sit here and send me a message, and she's like, "I don't like that man." I'm like, "Which one, baby?" She's like, "That Russell Camp guy. I'm gonna beat his ass." That's what she texted me. I'm like, "What? What did you just say?" She's like,
She outranks me. I can't say nothing about
She's
that.
like,
so.
nobody be mean to my daddy. I'm like, honey, I'm a grown man. I can handle it.
Geriatric doesn't start till 70, so.
Or I
none
just
of
get
us
my
here.
redhead to get her.
Hi, Amber.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, you're drilling. Time to go.
Yeah.
Michael wants to know if I'm planning on having more kids after getting married again. No, I'll buy dogs. Dogs are cheaper. If I don't like them, I can get rid of them.
Depending on the breed of dog that you get.
She wants to know if that works with the husband situation. That's why I have a big shop. I'm just gonna live out there. I'll come in for toilet and food and leave.
She could fix that with
Who
a
did
pair
we
of
lose?
scissors.
But no, there will be an open invite to everybody in Starfoot that wants to come.
Well,
See, that's my ringtone.
What is it?
Sanford.
Sanford and Son.
Wait, who just asked that so I could like cyber slap?
That was Kim.
I answered what it was.
No,
It was-
Maria, it was you, didn't you? How do you not
What?
know what Sanford and Son is?
I knew what it was. She
No, I couldn't
didn't.
quite hear it. It was staticky, so I couldn't hear
Sure. Is that what you say on the Stella Pirata? It's staticky.
it.
She's younger.
Yeah, she does. The CS gives her an order. Yeah, I can't. The static and stuff. Yeah, that's it. Ah, pirate.
Gosh.
Oh, we lost
John,
Sheriff.
what's
You
going
don't
on
like
over there?
that?
You're quiet.
Who are you asking that to, Michael?
Johnny boy. John Hardy of the USS Essex, who's ignored his commander-in-chief.
Yeah.
How's everything going on over
Sorry,
there where you're
agree
at?
all day long.
You're right, we're giving for elections for RC.
Russell, I heard that, just so you know. Who is Chris Gavin? He's putting test.
He's a newer member, I believe.
Test. We can see your stuff, Chris. You're good to go.
And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, this is the man you want to talk to right there.
Yep, this guy right here.
No, that one.
Or you could always default to this person right here.
No, if you really want to get help and probably be yelled at the same time, you want this person.
I don't yell. I speak firmly.
You sound like my mother yelling at me. I'm like, are you serious?
I could be your mother.
Good.
No comment. Would you
I
stop
was-
moving the
21,
Hollywood fucking
21.
squares? Did we lose?
I'm not even
I'm trying
doing
to
that.
figure out. We lost Cher.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how we could actually do that, like as a game, like have Hollywood squares.
That would be
fun.
fun.
That would be fun. Yeah.
I think it's something that Maria Dutilly, the USS Stella, Pirata, the little time ship people need to come up with. Because
I'll be all for
Donna's
it.
the time ship, isn't she?
Yeah, she's the time ship. Donna's the time ship. We're the pirate ship. So
oh, okay, never mind. I can't keep you all in check.
yeah.
It's Donna's fault that 2020 is this way because they went back and messed with time and it fucked 2020.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Yeah, they
Thanks
made
a
it
lot,
where all the
Dr.
bad
Patel.
stuff that was supposed to happen over the whole decade happened in 1 year.
DOIC of the First Brigade. We appreciate you and your crew member screwing 2020.
Of course.
Dogs and cats
Time
living
travel.
together.
Mass hysteria.
Hi,
Cats
Eddie.
and dogs living together.
Technically, you wouldn't blame that on Ohio. The entire state is technically at fault. I would just shift it to them. So.
Oh, I remember
Right, second
Match
that motion.
Game. That was fun too.
Michael, I stay confused, buddy. If you see what I have to deal with on a daily basis at the EC and AB things going on right now, the bullshit, and then having to worry about what's going to happen to the regions. I had to appoint Joost as R13 acting, because all hell was breaking loose over there. Then we had a situation where the R1 RC had to step down because of medical issues. Then I had to appoint this Barney Fife looking sucker right there. And then, what else? I got another region. Didn't I have to appoint another regional acting
I'm
RC?
part of the security.
Yeah, you did it twice in 13.
Oh, yeah, that was a horrible disaster in itself. I'm telling you, my first 26 days in office, I had to remove an RC. And
Oh, wow.
we had an RC get bullied out by their VRC and half the chapters. And then I came to him and said, hey, I have the proof. And then he's like, oh, I'm gone. Be gone. And he quit. I'm like, this is like an audible disastrous. Oh.
Bullying.
No, I don't want
Starfleet.
anything above captain.
I still got to figure out what the hell to do with that ship.
Which one is it?
It's the Firebird. So the CEO is the temporary RC that went bye-bye. So I basically have a phantom ship in the region right now.
Do you still have members that are SFI members that want to be active?
Yes. I'm gonna have to probably email who's left and see if anyone wants to take over the ship. But yeah.
Because the other problem you run into is if he's still there and he's still trying to run it as an independent, then yeah.
Did his wife quit Starfleet too?
Oh yeah.
He said he's quit and he's disappeared off Facebook. And the email that I have for him is no longer working, and And yeah, there's a lot of funky things going on with that chapter. I'm probably gonna have to talk with you about Steve later on, off camera.
Well, I'll tell you though, if he does come back, he'll answer you because the investigation's there. He'll answer for the charges when he comes back, and we'll deal with it accordingly. I mean, like, you know, I thought my commander of Starfleet's term would be eventful, but I didn't know I'd have to remove an RC member, investigate prior VCS, prior CS investigations, taxes, investigations, and then on top of a pandemic.
2 hacks.
Yeah, 2 hacks. Oh, and 2 hacks to the bank account
And the database.
And the database.
Oh,
did we finally get the bank accounts fixed?
Yeah. No.
Is all our money gone now?
Damn it.
No, not all of our money's gone, but we can't access it. So what we were able to do is we moved 30,000 over to the IC account, and that's how we're maintaining the fleet right now.
Okay then.
I didn't discuss nothing. I said we had an active investigation. I didn't get down to the nitty gritty. And see, you all think you all have it bad. I've got the inspector general that calls me at least once or twice a week. Well, hell,
You like talking to Steven, though.
you know, there's not a lot of people in the fleet I enjoy talking to. Steven Scott is one of the ones I kind of enjoy talking to. I'll call him just to say, hey, what's going on? Well, my wife, we got this renovation. I'm like, and I'm just thinking in the back of my mind, it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. But you know what? I'm going through a renovation now at our new house, and I can't stand this woman. We got an argument at Lowe's. Like, I said, you're retarded, and I walked off. She's like, fine, I'm leaving. I'm like, this is why we hire contractors. This don't work right. Then, bless your heart. So we had to get a window out because the neighborhood kids busted out a bunch of windows. Shut up. Nobody asked your kid either. So I couldn't get the damn window out. So I took an axe to it. And I took the whole damn window frame out. Sucker popped out, but half the house started to go with it on the outside. I'm like, like, damn it. It only took them 7 hours to get the new window put in.
Don't make me knock you the fuck out of that chair.
Amber, do it.
I pay to see it.
Do it.
I will
Do
pay
it.
$30 right now.
Do it.
Knock him out of the chair.
Do it.
We got 50. Do I hear 75? 75 over here. 75. 75 going.
Just remember, there's repercussions when my fat ass gets back in my chair. So yeah, it's when Steve's turn. No, you know what, Eric? I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually looking forward to my term ending.
You are.
Every CS I've known, about 6 months into the job, starts saying that. I've even seen a couple of them like post on their Facebooks. X number of days till this is done. X number of days till it's done. About 2 weeks later, it's this. God bless you, Steve, for doing this. It is it's a time vampire. It's an energy vampire, and
you know,
I'm actually kind of glad when I ran, I didn't win, because I'd probably be insane by now.
Well, it wouldn't be that bad if I didn't have to remove an RC for being a bully, taxes investigation, IC 2019 investigation prior administration, the database, the taxes, and you name it, and shit show and a partridge and a fucking pear tree. But it's just like, I'm like, how is this crap? But it'll all be fixed for the next CS.
You inherited a lot of garbage.
A lot of garbage, honey. I inherited a fucking landfill.
Dumpster fire.
Hey, there's me right there. I swear to God, this is me. It's coming.
Russell, where's your dumpster fire? Put that up for him.
Which one?
That dumpster fire you
The
have
one you showed us the other night.
with the
Oh,
water.
that wasn't me. I think Sarah posted the dumpster fire. I just know that dumpster was in New Braunfels because that's our garbage company, and those are.
No, you showed it the other night when we were chatting.
No, it was Sarah that showed it. I just commented on it.
Oh, I didn't know she was in there. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, those messages in the front that say Sarah, Those
I
are hers.
didn't see that because it's those little tiny round icons.
Yes, Cher, I will have everything fixed before I leave office.
Hmm.
In theory. Don't
In
say it. You
theory.
better knock on
In
wood.
theory.
In theory, unless something else happens in Region 1, 13, or 11.
Or this pandemic keeps going.
All right.
Thankfully, Region 4 is pretty good.
Well,
You know what, though, Michael? What
well,
you guys had in 2008 and 2010 ain't shit if you would have seen what's going on right now. That's
There
me
you
right there. I'm barely keeping this shit together right here. That's me right now.
Who said that was where?
It's not just a dumpster fire; it's a
Down in
full
Texas, too.
dumpster fire. I'm
being
impressed.
swept away.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Russell, we have Republic Trash Service up here, too.
Oh yeah, they're national. It's just I know that one because I know where that thrift store is, and I know where that thrift store is and that road sign and stuff. I'm like, oh, I know where McNally Road is.
Has there ever been a CS that actually wanted to like rerun or like keep doing it?
No.
No.
There's been people that have reran for it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
haven't gotten it though.
I mean, I've already got people now saying, please tell me you're going to run again. I'm like, if I do it again, my daughter will put a bullet to my head.
It's Star Trek fans. We're fickle. So by the end of the administration, like, no, we don't want that guy back again. We want somebody new. Like that's why.
Hey, Natalie.
Hi.
Like, take it this
You know
way.
what?
After Deep Space Nine and Voyager and TNG were over, I remember, and then Enterprise was over, I remember people saying, we need more non-episodic shows. We need more like Deep Space Nine, where an entire season is like one long continuous episode, and then they do it, and then everyone's like, no, we need a show like the original series, and it's like, pick up your mind.
Yeah, you never be satisfied. They can never be satisfied.
But you know what?
Steve, your term is over in 2022, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, midnight, December 31st, 2022.
Kimberly, Donohoe, and Russell for CSPCS. 2022. I'm calling it now.
But you know
Cheers
what?
back.
Just as an
No. My husband still teases me. Yeah, okay, Kim, I agree. We'll start a chapter, but you stay chapter level. Don't do anything else. Oh, I promise, Tom. I'll stay just chapter level.
Hey, I was like that until about a couple months ago.
You get $4,900.
Yeah, because you'd been there, done that, got the T-shirt and the Letterman jacket, and you're like, no more.
But I'll tell you this: whoever actually runs for office needs to 100% understand that it's not just a title; it's a lot of hours. Coordinating meetings with AB, coordinating meetings with EC, filing quarterly the yearly taxes and the quarterly state tax for North Carolina, and paperwork. And on top of that,
if they got us to go ahead, I'm sorry.
And on top of that, your ass is the one that's hanging out to dry if something happens with a lawsuit or the IRS or this. They don't come after the organization; they come out after the head of the organization, and that's the CS.
Like, they do both.
And if you have a significant other, they have to be understanding and supportive.
Oh yeah, I had to ask my wife before when Steve asked. I had to immediately go to my wife and say, "They want me to do this. Are you okay with that?" So yeah, I hear you there on that as well. If you don't have a supporting spouse to do stuff like this, then it just makes it 5 times as hard.
You get pulled.
Mine thinks I'm stupid.
I do not. I know you are.
She doesn't think.
You're so
Walk
tired.
right into that one, didn't you?
Shut up.
For real?
Yeah, like a barbed wire fence.
Right?
Yeah. Fuck you, don't touch me.
So when is she joining?
She's not.
Oh, you
Are
say
you
that.
sure about that?
Oh, I'm
You
sure.
said that about Natalie.
Remember Natalie saying something like that.
Natalie actually joined, but she won't do her Marine shit because she's lazy.
Like, what is there to do? I mean, none of it is required.
Right?
Amber sounds like a perfect partner for you, Steven. Oh, you have no idea. She's a fire engine redhead. Let me tell you. That's enough said there.
That's
What's
Steve's
wrong with
favorite
that?
color.
Well, I went from a brunette. I dated a brunette. That was a disaster. I dated a blonde. That was an even more disaster. Now, let's go with damn it. Who brought Stott in? Now we
Were
can't
entire
play.
disasters. You have children.
There's nothing wrong with red hair.
Now, look,
Exactly.
who brought Steven Stott in? Now we can't play and can't be nice. We have to be nice. Damn it.
You should have been at the Halloween party Friday night. It got pretty rowdy.
Thank God I wasn't. Be
Well,
careful, everybody. The chaplain's assistant here will get in trouble.
Yeah, just pop on. I think we said something wrong here.
Good evening, everyone.
He always comes on. He always comes on when the CS starts to put his foot in his ass. He comes on to try to save the day.
He's not on that often.
Hey, that I know because it's not often I insert my foot in my ass, but that's why he's the sergeant major. What's up, Steve-O? How's things down in North Carolina?
I
South
wouldn't know.
Carolina.
I'm in
South Carolina, South, whatever. One of the Carolinas.
That's like fighting words, man. You gotta remember that state was Carolina at one time.
The Carolina territories.
And then they split because they hate each other. They fight over barbecue.
I wish. Hey, you know what? I wish Kentucky could split. We'll split away from Louisville and let Louisville be their own damn district and leave Kentucky alone.
North Kentucky and Kentucky.
Yeah, like Chicago and Illinois. Chicago can be its own damn entity.
I mean, technically, it's kind of that way. If you just break it down to like college basketball, there's the rest of the state of Kentucky, and then U of L. So
They tried that in Nevada a long time ago. They tried to turn Clark County into its own state. Yeah, it doesn't go well. They also tried to split off part of Oregon and make it like it was like Northern California, parts of Oregon, parts of Washington. They wanted to make it the state of Jefferson. That was like in the 70s.
What was I doing in the 70s?
You haven't had a
Born yet.
country where one province wanted to split away from the rest of the country twice.
Kim wasn't she born in the 50s?
Nope. December 62.
Hey, same year my mother was born.
I told you I was old enough to be your mother.
Yeah, but you're short enough to be my grandmother, so it's okay.
I am not. How tall's your mother?
My mother is 6 foot.
Really? Okay, she's got me beat.
I ever say my kids have me beat.
Yes, with these short jokes, this got to stop. Like I'm demanding.
It's not very nice.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you
No,
want
they should have let it happen.
if you want it to stop, bring your asses down to IC 2021.
He's going to be there.
I think I'm in
That's
charge
right.
of this segment of IC21. So yes, I'm definitely going to be there.
Right.
That's if his wife will give him permission to come out and play.
I'm going to try to go. It just depends on if there's still a
It depends on the whole COVID thing. Who knows what's going to happen?
Right.
Well,
If it's
I'll tell
still,
you what, COVID would be over tomorrow night at 12:01, November 4th. It's all good. It'll be snap of the fingers. It's gone.
For Trump,
For Trump.
Trump says it'll be gone.
yeah.
Hey, Trump's going to sit in the White House.
I will say, I will call. If it does disappear like pretty much within a week and nobody cares anymore, I'm gonna, regardless of who wins, I'm gonna be very pissed off. That's all I'm gonna say.
Donald Trump is going to probably be sitting in the White House eating a bag of Cheetos, and he's just going to be like, okay, push a button, and it says end pandemic, and boom, everything back to normal.
You think Thanos?
Pie Commander. Oh, so Jason wants me to pie Commander Cox.
Wait, we get to put him in the pie shooter thingy too?
Ooh, yes, we do.
Oh, that will not happen.
We should be able to put all of the AB members in them.
It's
Just
for
so I can
good-
pie
it's
Jeremy.
for a good cause. We're raising money for the scholarship.
Yeah, it's true. And I want to pie Jeremy.
There's
Oh,
no
I do
way I'd
too.
do it.
I think our whole crew wants to pie Jeremy just for fun.
I wish Kim would be there because she'd be the first one I want to pie.
True, Paul. Very true.
I'm going to try to go, but no, you will not.
Yeah.
Hey, you know that little secret group called Section 31 that does not exist in Starfleet? I
Because it
can't
doesn't.
confirm nor deny that there might be 10 or 20 of them there, and all of them's going to have a pie.
I
They will
think you
get
just
you sooner or
confirmed
later.
and yeah, like,
Yeah, they'll get you before the weekend's up. That's all
There's
that
a
matters.
thing you cannot do
That
it to a
they're
Ten or
fellow
10 of them.
member with Section 31.
Hey, I'm just saying that they will get you at least once before the weekend's up, if not twice.
You know, my question is, okay,
There it comes.
what's the bus from the other dimension? What's her
What?
name? Giorgio? Philippa, whatever her name is. How
Philippa
come
Giorgio.
she's working for Section 31, but she's not wearing a black badge?
You mean
She's not wearing a black comm badge.
where are you at in Discovery?
Oh, I'm up to date.
Okay, well, currently she's not because there is no Section 31 where they're at.
No,
But-
she's dressed as an admiral right now. Ooh.
But
How about
but yeah.
that? How'd she get that? Just automatically give herself a promotion or something?
She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah, it was just so that they didn't.
do
They
what
could
she
get through
wants.
I love that character. That character's so strong and so good.
I think she's going to really add to the crew.
Mhm.
You know, and her skill set is going to be very much needed in this new world. So
I watched the
Absolutely.
interview
She'll do
with
things
that.
no one else will do. That's what
exactly.
it is. Okay, she operates way out of Starfleet, I think. you
Right.
know?
And
Not
they're going
even
to need that.
Section 31. She's just way above Section 31.
Right.
If there was a Section 31.
She has Section 31 for breakfast. I watched an interview with Doug Jones and the girl that plays Tilly. And they said when they were coordinating all those fight scenes with her, said we just stood back and watched her get her instructions, and then she just said she was amazing to watch. I thought she's my age, and I creak getting out of the chair, and here she's kicking people and flipping them and doing all this stuff.
She did something in a recent episode. You're going to love it when you see it. I mean, she did something that was so cool. I can't say because that
I'm up to date.
Yeah, the only person that's not up to date is this guy here.
Yeah, he's like, oh well, no, I got to binge.
That's true.
You know, I bit the bullet and I said, you know what? I'm going to get CBS All Access because they have other things on there.
Very widespread. Yeah, that's
I love it.
I've been watching Beauty and the Beast. I've been watching. You know, they got all the classics on there too. MASH,
Right.
all kinds of classics. So
Yeah, I like CBS All Access. That's really good. That's really good streaming service.
But keeping up with Discovery has got to be the best because episode number 2 was great. Episode number 3 was fantastic. You know, I mean, it's getting a lot better.
I'm just glad of what's been going on with Discovery. I'm glad with a couple of choices they've made in the last episode that were kind of against what I was expecting would be the grain, so to speak. Mainly when it comes to the character Saru, but I mean, they've done well with it.
I thought so.
Yeah, like to have Saru as captain is pretty awesome.
And I can't say anything about what Michael
Spoilers.
did. Michael did was so cool. With Saru, I can't say anything, but catch up with it. Who hasn't caught up with it, somebody catch up with it.
He's talking to his lovely wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's distracted right now.
Please tell her we said hi, Philip.
Behind your back, no problem.
So I can't hear anything that you're saying now. But I imagine Steven's in control because I'm looking at myself on the running probably being a jerk. But it's okay. I'm staring at the baby. So.
Oh, seizure.
Exactly. Oh, there it is. Yep.
Wait, did you import that into the brand? Like,
Oh yeah, I did.
oh, Kim is changing into.
Oh,
That's not me. It's not me.
Steven, I know who it is.
Hands up.
with that. I was trying to look up something, and now you just blew it.
Hey, don't I usually blow
It was
though?
not me.
Oh look, shut up. Kim's gonna have a temper tantrum. Oh,
I do not
Kimmy.
have temper tantrums. I have power surges.
That's why everything goes short circuit.
So when I heard it's easy to get a USAA life insurance quote for coverage.
I like that cabinet, Stephen.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Part of my Korea collection.
I watch K dramas a lot and C dramas, and my husband teases me. Oh, we need to talk later.
They are so wonderful. They're so better than the United States dramas. I love them.
They are. Even
Yeah,
with
but there's so
subtitles.
many episodes. There's like 30, 40 episodes, and I'm like, you know, when I get started, you can't stop. You know,
Watch K-drama right now.
You and me will talk about K-dramas later.
But Stephen, I've always liked Asian things. I know I'm lumping everything together, but just ever since I was a little girl, I've collected little pieces here and there.
So there's a lot, right? There's the Japanese, the Chinese.
Right, I know that, but when you were a little kid in Kingsport, there's not that much variety. It always said Oriental, Now
I get all of them on Netflix. Netflix has them for me. I don't know why, but they're stuck on K-dramas for me all the way down. Okay, I don't know why. I guess I watched a few, and all of a sudden I think that's my choice forever.
Oh, Phillip!
Look at the doggy!
What's that? Is that a wire terrier?
Oh, Phillip, you're gonna get kisses on the Commander Starfleet live stream. Look at that dog.
So everybody's coming in now. It's a party. It's a party.
We need more room back there.
It's a party.
I'll take the dog.
They're getting restless because it's like it's 12 o'clock at night here, so everyone's like, "When are we going to bed?" And it's like, "No, you guys are going to bed."
Incoming message.
What kind of dog is that? That's a cute dog.
I saw that meme today. Yeah. I saw that. That was a good meme.
He's still a lieutenant.
I like that.
What's all that noise?
No one has a TV on.
Oh, that's
Would it take him 7 seasons to get promoted?
I still thought it would have been funny as heck if when Captain Riker was on the Shanghai, he said something like, "Ensign Kim, open a channel," like it's like just to call it like, oh, it's been like 25 years, it's still an ensign.
Damn, that would suck.
That would seriously.
Hey, Drew Mariner that we have from the USS Haven.
Yes, Drew Maurer.
Maurer, yeah. So yeah, he's gonna be an ensign for the next 25 years too. He doesn't want no promotions.
Yeah,
kind of like somebody else I know.
I should tell him how well that works.
Yeah. If he gets to keep it, that's not fair.
If you want to get demoted down to ensign, that's fine.
Reverse Mustang.
Please, you promise.
You can always reverse Mustang.
So
I like getting promotions.
IC-19. Stott was there in uniform, but he was out of rank. He had his fleet captain, and he did not have the Commodore pin yet, and he was still walking around looking like a fleet captain. It's absolutely disrespectful and out of uniform. I called him out on it. So I went up to my room, and I had my old uniform up there with the Commodore pins, and I took them off and said, "Here, now you look like you belong here." And so I really should have made a bigger deal about that. We should have pinned him in front of the entire organization, but I decided not to because I didn't figure he wanted the attention.
Thank you, sweet.
I appreciate that, Sia.
But I wasn't sweet when I did this to Russell, though. I got Russell right here on everybody. I'm like, let's just do it now.
Then again, I mean, you can always do what I just did, a second ago.
Yeah, devote yourself back to Chief Petty Officer.
Senior Chief Petty Officer. Get it right. Let's see.
Next. Oh, I wanted to ask, does someone know who's in charge of Starfleet Medical?
That would be
Logan.
Mark Logan.
Mark Logan.
Okay. I started taking those courses, so
yours is early.
Yeah, I gotta call him too. My arthritis is acting up.
Let's talk about our favorite subject.
No, not the database.
What's that?
SFDPP.
Oh my God, you're going there again? Don't do it.
It's been amazing. I've enjoyed
I got stuff on you. Don't go there. I got stuff on you, man.
So, starting, we are going to be getting a list. So let's go ahead and get this out because people are already sending me messages. So, there will be no extensions. Everybody knew about it. There's been plenty of discussion, plenty of information going out. So, starting as soon as the RCs get me the list, all chapters that are not compliant will be put on standby. So, let me explain this. You're on standby for 60 days. Guess what, people? That's a 60-day extension that you can take your asses to the academy and click, 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 and boom, there you go. If you don't do it that way, you will be put dry dock. What happens then? Another 60-day extension.
Who's going to let these people know?
Yeah, so another 60-day extension dry dock. If you don't do that for 2 extensions from standby to dry dock, you will be decommissioned. It's not going to be my problem. I won't lose any sleep over it.
Oh, man. Who's going to let these people know this, though?
They all know.
Some people will be sitting out there not knowing this, going on their merry own way.
The regional coordinator will be making sure that the captains and their executive officers know it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. This has been out there since like the first of the year. There's been email streams. There's been discussions on Facebook. It's been in the newsletter. There's no reason why, like the bunch of the AB members in the RC chat I'm in, they were saying that they're getting a lot of people requesting an extension. Nope. Your extension is when you go into standby status. That's your 60-day extension.
And folks, the test takes 45 minutes.
I did it during an ECAB meeting.
Yeah, it's not that hard. It really isn't.
I'll also point out and clarify that also has come down from CO Forcecom, Starfleet Marines, goes towards DOICs and OICs of both Marine strike groups and Marine expeditionary units. You are required to take this course. Flat out. Like, I don't know exactly what Forcecom's going to be doing, but I would assume it's on the same level.
Hey, Carol, you know what? I'm well aware. All right. So let's see.
Yes,
Carol,
Brian, they do.
Carol loves to call me out. So I buried an uncle. I buried an aunt. My mother was flown to the hospital. I had to go up there. I had a situation that's happening now with my daughter. So yeah, 101 for me is done. 201 for me is done. 102 is not. If they want my permissions, they can take them. But I have some extreme family issues going on that, I don't really care. There you go, Carol.
Wait, 201? You have, but not 102?
No, I have an outside source.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure you didn't flip them. I'm like,
no.
Oops. That's right. Give it to me. I'll take it for you.
Well, you can't say that. You should know better.
Just kidding.
She will assist.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
No, it's just that I've got so much going on right now, personal, that takes precedence over Starfleet. I tried to step down, and everybody told me no. So,
yeah.
So,
That's right.
I think it comes down to is really more than anything at this point. I know for me, as an example, I'm really, really, really fed up with people taking on positions and taking on responsibilities and then deciding that, well, I can't do it, and just putting it down because they just can't do it, supposedly. And it's not even, and it's like they're not even trying. When I see like people like Steve who are having metric tons of things happening in their lives, but they're still actually keeping generally the status quo in the fleet.
Well, my biggest thing is people want the title, but they don't want to do the work for it.
That's what I was about to say. They want the title, but they don't want to do the work.
I don't want it no more. Who wants the title? I hate it.
Not it.
Phillip Cox.
Phillip Cox, Commander of Starfleet. So everybody keeping. Hang on, everybody keeping your prayers. David Jameson, the deputy IG. I just got notified he has COVID, so keep him in your prayers. And let's see, how many chapters are we talking about being dry docked? Ooh, wow. 20, I think, 20 to 22.
Let me look.
A quarter of the fleet.
Dry dock.
I'd like to find
No,
out if my
no,
ship is-
not dry docks. Brian, they go standby status first, then they go dry dock. So it's a quarter of the fleet going to standby status. Hell,
Somebody's
I have
gotta
half.
let me know if my ship is in that column or whatever.
I've got more than half the region going into I got not region one, but I have a region that half that region is going to be going into standby status.
You can stop me, Steve, if I'm speaking on something that I shouldn't be speaking on. But as an acting RC, I feel as though, and this goes to the compliance thing, because I said something about it in our RC conversation, that if you have a CO and an XO who are in command leadership positions, obviously, and one of them has completed this training and has enhanced access, and the other, for whatever position they are, hasn't completed it, the ship should be in compliance. That is my personal feeling on it.
Okay, so that is true. That's true. Hang on. So that is true. So if, let's say, the CO's taken the test, the XO does not, that's fine. The chapter can stay, but the XO loses his permissions. That's it.
But what about the treasurer or the secretary? Because they have access to all that information
If
too.
they have access, they have to have the test. It's that simple.
If they
and their seat, their commanding officer. This is 101 command. Like if you're in command of a chapter, if you are in charge of a chapter, it is your responsibility to assure that your members have the prerequisites to have their positions. If they don't, you need to remove them and put other people in those positions. It's pretty simple.
Who's going to monitor it?
What?
Nobody. Nobody can monitor that. It's so fluid. Nobody can monitor that.
Well, this is the thing. What we can go through and do is for example, I could do this with the database people. I could literally sit there and manually go through and look. And if your name is not on the list for for Starfleet Data Protection Policy, having taken both courses, and your name has anything more than a member's access, I just drop it. It's gone. You don't have access. So if you're the treasurer of your ship, you go to your captain and say, I can't access the database. And then when they go to try to add access, it won't let them.
Yeah.
And then they put in a ticket, and then the ticket comes down. They haven't taken their tests.
So here's what's going to happen is if we have to remove a member's permissions and that CO goes back and adds their permissions and their test is not done, they will be in violation of the resolution by the AB, and then that CO will be in trouble.
Well, you can make it. The database should have the capability to make it where actually they can't be added until a full administrator unlocks their account. They can lock restrictions.
Yeah,
that used to be an access. That used to be something in the database.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The new one will, but the old one can't.
The old one used to be able to do that.
The old one used to be able to do a lot of shit before it started crashing.
Yeah, that's true. But the point is the captain should be doing that, and it's the same difference of like who's going to be looking over it. Well, it should be the chapter CO that looks over it. If we can't trust the chapter CO at the chapter level to do due diligence, that's an issue that predicates to the chapter as opposed to the fleet.
I can see where there's going to be a real big problem with that. You're not going to be able to monitor it. Someone's going to do something. You're going to get sued.
But hey, hang on. Hey, calm down. Listen. So that's why I have the compliance office. I'm going to widely expand that office, and they're going to be getting more staff. And believe me, it's going to be monitored. I promise you. If it's anything about shit being monitored, it's going to be stuff that could sue us and end the organization. I will put out 60 job openings, and I'll get these older people that don't do nothing but just sit on a computer all day. I guarantee they'll monitor it. Never mind. I'm not going to pick on her no more for tonight. I picked on her enough tonight.
Yeah, but that assumes that you have a full listing of the personnel on board a specific ship that lists the CO, the XO, the treasurer, and the secretary. Okay, you need to have that in order to monitor that, but you're not going to get that.
No. All we need, and every chapter or every ship's roster on the database, every chapter has their own roster. All we have to do is just see that roster, and it will show us who has permissions and who does not. Then we verify if the tests are done. If the tests are not done, we delete that package. the database. I don't care if a chapter has a treasurer. I don't care if they have a secretary. All I care about is when we go to audit the rosters in the database, if there's members in there with a database package that are elevated above a member and they don't have the test, we remove that package. So if that means it's a CO, I don't care. That's an XO, I don't care either. We'll remove their packages, and then so if the CO and XO doesn't do it, but the chief engineer did, guess what? That chief engineer becomes the CO.
Think of it this way, Cher. The database can export a list of SCCs and names of people who have greater than basic standard member permissions.
Yes.
You take that list, and then you take the list of the people who have done both courses, and you run them through Excel, where it can't. Anytime there's a match between the two lists, it cancels those names off. The names remaining on the side with permissions, all of those names would lose their permissions. It's not so much as they have to even go to the ship level. It doesn't matter if they're a CO or XO. You don't know that. You just know this SCC number has taken the test. This SCC number has increased permissions, so they get to keep their stuff. This person has not taken the test, but has a access beyond a member package on the database. They lose that database access. It's not even like you don't even see the region. You don't have to see what ship they're on, anything other than the SCC number and the fact that it has a permission package.
So
okay, so the people that are going in to monitor this, okay, they're going to have access to everything in the database, right? And they'll see everyone's information.
But their compliance, they have all their credentials they need. That's why they're compliance.
So
Okay.
I have a question then.
You got over 5,000 members. How you going to do that?
Very simple. It's called a program. Well,
I could literally, like what I just said, I can do it. I've done similar things with way larger databases. I've done it with stock codes, with over like 7 million stock codes, where I've compared stock codes with different stores and removed stuff. It's actually super easy. It takes less than 5 minutes.
So I've got a question then. When I was doing my audit of my region and checking to make sure that who should have compliance, I'm actually not seeing their courses listed under their membership eligibility list there. Is that going to get popped into the database sometime soon?
Not into the current database. That's going into the new database. The reason why is the Academy system, because it's constantly accessing the database to update people's courses, it's putting strain on the database and increasing the likelihood of a catastrophic failure. So they stop that. What you can do is contact the actual dean of that college, which is the command college courses.
Jill Rayburn,
and she can get you the updated list of the people who have passed both courses.
So I've seen an updated list up to like October 31st right now.
Yeah, it should be pretty much up to date. They keep that really up to date.
Well, there's still a couple. There's still some more they're putting in there, but they're getting it done. So let's talk about compliance, because I just got somebody asked me about it. So let me discuss to you guys how this is, because it's going to piss them off some RCs, and I don't really care. If you make them, I don't, because my job is to protect the organization.
That's right.
So if any department that's SFI, SFMC, MACO, medical, diplomat, pet fleet, whatever, if you make a manual, it's got to be vetted by the compliance department. They've got to go through to make sure that there's no violation of the logos, no violation of trademark material, anything. If they come back saying no, it's not approved, you don't use it. So let's say Region 1 wants to make a new manual for how to piss off the new RC, whatever the hell y'all want to call it. If the logos in there are not compliant, everything goes to the compliance office. That's regions too.
Is that Calhoun? Does he handle everything?
It's Dennis Rayburn, Michael Calhoun, Christopher Boggs, Antonio DeAngelis, and there's
Is Tony Nopes on it too? Couldn't remember.
Yeah, Tony Nopes is on it as the corporate
Nopes.
security officer. So that department's going to get vastly increased very dramatically in the next couple of weeks. But that's, I mean, it doesn't matter. So regions that make manuals, it has to go through the compliance office. And that's the academies too. And I don't care if the SFMC has their heraldry office, they're not compliance. Everything goes through the compliance office. That's it. I don't want.
So is that going to be like a final stop for? Like, is it going to go through the standard process of like manuals specifically? Are they going to go through their standard process of being vetted by like CS or the general staff and then go to the compliance officer for like a final approval?
Yes.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah. So if the general staff approves it and it goes to the compliance office and they don't approve it because of this one specific logo, then the manual doesn't get used. Like I just got a manual that was sent out. It was the start manual for the operations department. It was sent to compliance. Dennis Rayburn sent me an email back denying it because it had a trademark logo in it and it had screenshots with people's name and SEC numbers inside the manual. And I had somebody contact me. It's like, oh, well, we need to use the manual. I'm like, well, compliance has denied it. I'm back in compliance. It is denied until it's been redone. So, sorry, guys.
Gotcha.
Well, I go through him.
Brian, hang on. Brian, as of right now, that's not chapters, but the chapters can send their manuals for to compliance that they want to try to get you guys some pointers. They've been working with chapters, and it's been a very well received thing. It's not required yet, but if you guys want to contact them and say, hey, I've got this logo, what do y'all think? Is it in compliance? And then if it's not, they can help you try to get it into compliance if need be.
Okay, ladies and gents, I apologize. I have a baby that refuses to go to sleep, so I have to go and tag out the wife. I believe I'm on.
Wait. You gotta go. What? The wife?
I'll help the baby. Tag out, guys.
There you go. That didn't sound right when you came out. I was like, you're gonna go. What? The wife?
I believe I'll see you guys next week as well. But everyone have a good night, and I'll go talk to you guys later.
Good night.
Good night.
Take care. So,
answer a question up here. I can answer. Treasurer should chapters be collecting money under the SFI banner? There are a number of chapters that I know of in the past and currently that actually run their own scholarship programs. They run their own outreach programs. I believe a couple of them have their own nonprofit status. So, I mean, those chapters, it would make sense. They actually have to have a treasurer.
Yeah, the USS Heimdall in Region 1 is a 501, I think C7 status. Isn't that correct, Kim? Linda Smith's chapter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
they've
I
been
know
doing that stuff.
I know there's a couple that do stuff like that, though.
We don't have a treasurer on the Yorktown. It's Bank of Kimmy.
Can I make a withdrawal?
Sure. You got to join the Yorktown, though.
No.
And we don't have Marines.
Good night, Mike.
Damn, that's harsh.
They voted on it.
You can be a Marine and still be in a chapter with no unit.
Right, but when they voted, nobody wanted to. So.
Yeah, that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like
not everybody can be perfect.
You're so pretty. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm sick of being stuck at home.
How long you got to stay at home, Kim?
Another week and a half.
Ooh.
I bet you the people of Tennessee are thankful you're not out driving around.
No, but I worry about my parents because I'm their main form of transportation.
How are they doing with this?
My brother.
Hey,
He's having to leave his business.
Yorktown? I can fix that, says Ed Tunis.
I don't think so, Edward.
Edward, you gonna let her talk to you that way? Shame on you. Also, for people that did not know, Ed Tunis, the third, was awarded a lifetime membership at the ECAB meeting. So congratulations to Ed.
Congratulations, Ed. Did you save more by switching to Geico?
Oh my!
You're such a dick, dude. I just really want to come through the camera. I don't know if I want to choke you out or just punch you. I had to call Geico today. So my bill, they changed something on it. So now I get billed my regular bill and an additional month every time.
Awesome.
So my bill went from like $210 to like $490, and I about had a heart attack. And I called them, and they're like, "Well, sir, that's how that's supposed to be." I said, "Lady, do you even know how long I've been with you all?" "Yes, sir. You've been going on. This is your 17th year." I said, "So do you really want to fucking just tell me there ain't nothing to do? I'll go to State Farm and a hillbilly heartbeat." And you know what? She said, "Let me get my supervisor." Yeah, that was fixed. Woo! Geico military.
There you go.
Amazing what happens when
Good for you.
ask for the truth.
Good for you.
I'm not
Ghost Dad.
A lot of stuff.
I'm gonna ghost dad your ass. Hey, you have no fucking clue what ghost dad would do. Okay, I'm just telling you.
I don't even know who the Ghost Dad is. Like
After the bullshit information I got told today, believe me.
You want to share?
No.
Okay.
I think we have to ask him 6 times because he's referenced it 4 times.
No.
Yeah.
And
He's
you're
a tease.
still going to get a no, and you're still going to get another no, and then at the end you're going to get a hell no.
I just give up. Let's think of it this way: when you ask him, he's going to tell you, and then it's going to involve work. Y'all don't want more work.
Never mind. Got enough. Thank you.
You see why Steven Stott has no hair, right?
That's Steve's fault.
He had hair. He had hair on January 1st when I took office.
Wow. I didn't know
The
you were
rigors
so
of the
hard
job.
on your staff.
Ghost Dad. Sounds like a Bill Cosby movie.
I think it is a Bill Cosby movie.
I'll stay with Academy. Thank you.
Me.
I don't want to know that stuff.
Share, since what's your job title in the Academy?
Academic coordinator.
All right, so you should answer this for me. What is your guys' percentage of the updated manuals done yet?
The last time I saw it was like 60-some%.
Whew.
I could be
Pretty
wrong.
decent.
But we're motoring on that. I mean, we got
to update all the manuals and tests, because not even less than 30 days ago, you guys were at 25%.
Really?
That's a now,
Really?
now, granted, TJ Allen is great. Now, granted, TJ Allen is good at his job. There ain't no way he's that damn good in 30 days.
We have a lot of people working on it. We really do.
I hope so. December 31st.
We're motoring on it, but 60.
That's pretty good.
That's what I think, but don't go by me. Carol,
I mean, I will say this.
Kick my
Based
ass.
on numbers and straight statistics, you should be at 83.3% complete.
Well,
at
now,
this stage.
December 31st is
Shoulda, woulda,
the deadline.
coulda. I mean, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
All the other
We're doing the
departments.
best we can, and we're really busting our asses doing it.
Oh, I'm
Seriously.
not saying you aren't. I'm just saying that's where you'd want to be. Right?
Mako
The
is
comfortable
done.
spot.
Medical is done. Diplomat is done. SFMC is completely done. And we're just waiting on the litter engine that could.
Well, what the hell are you complaining about? Look at everything that's been done.
I have a 1 year.
I don't think
It's a 1 year deadline.
We're doing it. I mean,
What was that, Yost?
I said I don't think you're happy unless you're complaining about something.
No.
Yeah, he's a Star Trek fan. What do you expect?
Shut the hell up over
Yeah.
there. Stop laughing. No.
Step
I
off
ran.
where Academy's concerned, okay? Just step off, step back, okay? We're getting it done. We'll get it done for you, okay?
I ran on the problem is that we had manuals that was 10 and 12 years out of date.
We did.
And now we don't. But it's either stuff gets updated or on December 31st, stuff is closed until stuff is updated. People don't take you seriously until you actually act on it. Hence why SFDPP, everybody's trying to scrounge to get the shit done because they know I'm getting ready to drop the hammer on a quarter of the fleet, and I don't give a damn.
TJ will take care of it. Trust me. We've got
Oh, don't
procedures
worry.
in place that will happen. Okay.
I send him daily messages. How about that percentage? I never get an answer back, so it's okay.
It's because it's constantly changing. He can't tell you. He can't tell you because it keeps changing on him. Every time he's about to post, it changes.
Well, I know at the EC meeting at the 6-month mark, that's when he told me it was like 20% or 25%. I about died. I'm like, are you serious?
We have a lot of institutes that are finished. I mean, I can't understand the 25, but I don't know where they pick up their numbers. But
that's also the test too.
I mean, like I said, I could be wrong, but that's that's something you have to discuss with TJ. So.
Oh, I will. Don't worry.
But we're getting it done. We're working.
Actually, I haven't got my aide de camp on anybody's ass lately. I think I'm going to stick him on the CES.
He's working for you. He really is. You don't want to piss him off.
He needs to earn his paycheck, so I'm going to send Antonio after him.
He's earning his paycheck. Trust
Somebody's
me.
getting paychecks?
Yeah.
Where's mine?
Yes, he's getting a paycheck, okay, and he's earning it. Believe me, he's working it.
I made some back pay.
Right.
You don't get shit, Cam, except for another week and a half in quarantine.
I can't help it if some stupid himbo exposed everybody at Tom's work.
Do we have an updated delivery date for
Himbo?
What?
Yeah, well,
Sounds like a bimbo, but he.
Am I quiet? What were you saying, Justin?
I was just asking if we have an updated delivery date for the database.
I'm hoping that we should start beta testing the end of the month, and if all goes well, I hope to start a data migration sometime in December.
Yay!
That's not going to be fun.
I never thought I'd say this, but I miss the database now that I'm doing Google Sheets. You know what I mean? From my monthly reports and everybody else.
Oh, man, I remember when the database came in back when I was chief of operations. That thing was a fucking lifesaver. Ugh.
Yeah, before, I don't know who did it, but somebody smashed that database, which was a structural-based associative database, and they smashed it into a single table. Whoever did that needs to be taken out and taken out the pasture. I'm just going to say that.
Knocked around.
Because that's why we're running into the problems we run into today. But
Can't throw him in the trash can. Jason, she ain't big enough to put me in the trash can, dude.
Only if I tripped him while he was running.
depends on the trash can, you know.
You better
You don't
take
have
the
long
police
enough stick,
baton
Cam.
and take my kneecaps out.
No.
Oh, does that mean I get to let her borrow my 26-inch collapsible?
It's all right. I've got a taser and a 26-inch collapsible, too. It'll be a fun fight.
I got a
I
riding
got one
crop,
too.
but no baton.
I'm going to ask her. I'm going to look at her. I'm going to ask her a serious question. I'm like, are you ready to ride the lightning? Because it's going to hurt.
You got 25 or 15?
What?
Oh, yes, Antonio. Yes, please.
Go ahead, Antonio.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's
I swear if he asks about the database again, that I just get to discuss, I'm going to snap the bomb.
He said it's a new one, so.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't, Antonio. Just like him and Michael Stein. Or Phillip. How about that database? Oh, my God.
Ooh.
Oh, what's that?
That's cute.
That's a salamander.
While we're waiting for another question, Kim, I have a question for you about how the COVID procedures work in Tennessee. So you're technically in isolation supposedly for 2 weeks. Is that even if you test negative?
Yes.
Yes. Especially because my daughter and both my parents have health issues.
remember
So-
us. No, go ahead.
And then my husband, he works at a university, so we just have to be careful.
Wow. Who the hell just took that down? Hang on. Antonio, I would love to know what the first translated membership handbook would be because I haven't seen it yet. And you can't say, well, it's in the chat group because I'm a member of 297 SFI chat things on Facebook. Okay. So if it's done, please send it to me so I can look it through and make sure the logos and graphics all look good. So,
Aren't you going to read it too and check the grammar?
Nope. Antonio, is this the Spanish version? or the French version? I can't remember which one you guys did first.
C or we.
Yeah.
We.
Yes.
Right, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's the dungeon in the sky.
I think the answer to that question was yes.
It's in a chat group. No shit, John. Spanish. So yes, all right. So their first manual they translated was to Spanish. I'm hoping we'll get that put online where they can go and download it and stuff like that. But just you'll have to let me look at it. I'm literally like I've had in the last 2 weeks. I've had 18 things to join chapters, Facebook groups, and everything else. I'm like, ooh. I had to actually start declining stuff. I couldn't do it no more.
Nor should you.
Huh?
I said, nor should you. You should be. You shouldn't have to be in on everything. That's what you have staff for.
Yeah, Russell.
What? I do my job.
I'm gonna. I need you to represent the audio video program in every chapter and regional section.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, when they make official requests for assistance, I'll start looking at that. But until that
your
time
cat
happens,
doesn't take it out.
yeah, well, like it's cat proof now because now it's basically bolted to the desk. So,
baby.
Yeah. No.
Some regions don't cooperate.
French is almost done.
Take that bottle.
Niet, Ed. Niet.
Don't be jealous.
Do a manual in Esperanto. Remember there was a chapter that wanted to be, they were an Esperanto chapter and they had their handbook and everything in that language.
That language is like the Bitcoin of languages.
Mm-hmm. It's in Region 7.
Esperanto.
Wait, was it? I thought it was in Canada.
I thought Doc Kenny was in it.
That's my region.
Hey, Russell, look at the screen.
I can see it. You have your own audio video team now, Ed. And I'm pretty sure his name's Ed.
Member of one.
He is a one-man freaking AV team. I mean, him and Bob Vossler basically formed what could be considered the predecessor to this department way back in like the early 90s, late 80s. So they were a little bit ahead of their time, though.
My camera seriously sucks.
I'm about to say, if I switch to my other one, it's pretty bad. So
Get a brand new Surface. This thing should be working perfectly.
it's
Operator.
onboard cameras. They don't put decent cameras in stuff.
Oh, damn.
I don't know.
I think you look good. It's colorful.
Yeah, it's going in and out.
Russell, do you want to continue because it's 11:30 my time and I gotta be up very early?
That's up to Justin.
Oh,
It's
Justin.
his stream.
Okay, you don't care. Guys, I'm going to sign off because I have to be up very, very early. I'm so sorry I have to leave you in the care of Justin, Kim, and Russell. It's the Three Stooges. So,
Hey, the one in yellow is the chief stooge. He's the boss.
That's Mo.
I'll go put red on.
Mo. Russell can be Mo.
I'll go put red on. You want
to just left?
Yeah.
Share.
Sure did.
So
we're the three caballeros.
I'm
the
going
three
to bed.
amigos.
Everybody have a good night.
Good night.
Good night for me too. I gotta go vote in the morning.
Yes, I got to go do my
Yay, voting.
vote for the Cheeto Man.
Make sure you vote.
That's right.
Quit saying that,
Hey.
Steve.
Peace and long life, gang.
Kim, good luck tomorrow on your candidate. Just saying.
You got to have faith.
I have faith. Don't worry. I'm going to be eating a bag of Cheetos and a Mountain Dew.
Always vote for who I go out with.
All right. Everybody be good. Good luck. Be safe. And stay healthy.
Yep.
You too.
Good night.
Take care.
Right. Yeah, don't start talking about faith. You're going to have somebody who's going to rickroll the whole thing by starting to play an Enterprise episode.
I was about ready. I was about ready to
No.
say that Region 7 thing, Faith of the Heart.
The funniest Rickroll thing I ever saw was at one of the Macy's parades.
Mm-hmm.
And it had like this little kitty float with these little kitty characters from a show. And all of a sudden, in the middle of their song they were singing, Rick Astley pops out from behind a door and starts singing that song. The real Rick Astley.
Oh, really?
As he Rickrolled a parade float. I thought that was hilarious.
That is.
Oh, I remember that.
It was great because I liked Rick Astley. I still do.
Some of his music is really good.
Mm-hmm. It's good driving down the road music with the sunroof open.
Unlike those undefeated Steelers over there in Pittsburgh.
What? Steelers? Yeah, no, look at that. Look at that. That's so weird. It does
It
that.
is wild how that does that.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. But
Yeah, that was it. Foster's Imaginary Friends. It was their float. That was such a great parade idea. My stepmother-in-law usually holds a balloon in that parade. She's
That
one
was
of the
actually
big.
a pretty funny cartoon too.
Yeah, see, I remember the Sesame Street one that Eric remembers. It was the Sesame Street float, and then got rickrolled.
I honestly wonder how he feels about being coined rickrolled with "Never Gonna Give You Up."
He probably loves it because he gets royalty payments.
I saw an interview about that. He said he didn't mind it so much, but his daughter got tired of it in at school.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right.
There. I put it in the private chat, the link, because I don't know how to do it on this when I'm not hosting. So,
You just post it like you do normally?
well, I'm not the coordinator tonight. The producer, Justin, is.
Like that? You mean post it? Oh, or you mean put it up?
Yes. All right.
Well, that you just do share screen.
I'm not going to do that because he's in charge. I'm a guest tonight. That's why I can be rowdier.
I guess. You're being rowdier?
Wild and crazy
Couldn't
Kim.
tell.
Rowdy.
Watch out, Starfleet.
For
I'm
me.
falling asleep over here, Kim, trying to wait for you to do something rowdy.
Yeah.
Did Tom go as Yondu like I said he should?
I told him that, and he thought that was hilarious. First thing he said, I'm not shaving my head. I said, you don't have to, but I can make you blue. And he said, no.
That would have been pretty funny.
Because she was Mary Poppins, and then he could have been Mary Poppins.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Awesome.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Y'all.
Poppins, y'all.
Y'all.
I love how they made him a Southerner. That was so crazy.
Right?
What's wrong with that?
No, I just think it's funny because he's an alien in space, but he's got a Southern draw. It's like, wait, what?
That whole series of movies has got so many things that you don't expect. The music, the accents, some of the clothes.
I totally didn't expect Robert Downey Jr. to ever come back.
there's been talk he wants to.
No, I mean like way back with Iron Man. Like I was like, holy crap, Robert Downey Jr.'s in a movie again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it a documentary? Like
When he was getting in all that trouble, I was like, because I saw him in Chaplin, and to me that really showed him more as an actor instead of just like a type of actor. It showed his range better. And I thought it's a shame if he doesn't turn around, and finally he did. I'm glad.
One of my movies that I like that he's in is called Heart and Souls.
That's a great movie.
It is. It really
like
is.
a man. It's a heart wrencher. God.
Oh, it really is. It really is.
And I didn't do that well, and I thought it was adorable. And then chances are he played this reincarnated man. That was good.
Yes. And the other version of it was Peter O'Neill, and Peter was great in that movie.
But yeah, I really liked him, and I hated to see. Of course, I've never done drugs or anything. I can't imagine the allure Why anybody would start that.
Right.
Doritos, taco Doritos was my Achilles heel growing up.
Yeah, you can still get those down here.
You did here for a while, and then they cut them out again. Those were my favorite.
I'm gonna say, Ed, he's done a dude playing another dude, playing another dude, playing another dude.
Mm-hmm.
In Tropic Thunder.
Oh Lord!
Never go full retard.
You never go full retard.
Remember what a snot he played in Weird Science?
Oh
Ugh.
my god.
I mean, yeah, that's back in the Brat Pack days. That's
why. That was such a cute movie too.
Another good movie from back then was Real Genius with Val Kilmer.
Oh yeah.
I only won 85.6% of the prizes. That was my favorite character for the longest time in a movie was Laszlo.
Did you ever see a Val Kilmer movie? It was a spoof of spy movies.
Top Secret.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Top
American
Secret
music.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying the American musician going to Germany as a spy.
Skeet surfing.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yep.
See, my favorite spoof movie of spies was Spies Like Us.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I thought we were doing G20s.
You're
Val
the
Kilmer was just so cute. I tried to get our youngest to watch Uncle Buck, Better Off Dead, movies like that, Adventures in Babysitting. He wouldn't watch them. And I said, they're so hilarious. You'll love them.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Buck is a classic.
Great Outdoors.
Yeah.
I just got a
Better Off
Blu-ray copy
Dead.
of Better Off Dead a couple of months ago.
Yeah. I won my $2.
Mm-hmm.
The Goonies. He wouldn't watch the Goonies.
Oh,
The Goonies. Oh, classic.
gotta save the Goondocks.
Good night, Jason.
Night,
Kieran's
Jason.
going off. Doctor, that's another good one. They put up.
Never saw that one.
See, I'm trying to remember this one. I don't think this one was Better Off Dead. Is Better Off Dead the one where his best friend had the top hat? It was like crazy.
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, my uncle makes this killer eggnog out of lighter fluid. Like,
yep, that's Better Off
Okay,
Dead.
that is that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
He has this car, and there's these two Asian guys that learned to speak English watching Howard Cosell.
Mm-hmm.
And he liked this girl, Beth, and he drew little cartoons.
And he had to ski the K2 or the K3 or whatever.
Right.
K12, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you're not dating Beth anymore. Yeah, everybody was asking him about Beth.
Oh god, that was like the running joke for the entire movie.
And Ricky and his mother, this is a fabulous liqueur, and it was like lighter fluid.
Mm-hmm.
She set her face on fire because you blew up my mom.
Yeah. Gee, Ricky, I'm sorry your mom blew up.
He's always putting his testicles on me.
Mm-hmm. You mean tentacles? Tentacles.
Tentacles.
I like John Cusack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can be pretty funny.
See, I also liked 16 Candles just for at the end when they have the exchange student there and the grandparents are just like, Dong, where is my automobile?
One Crazy Summer. That was good, Ed. One Crazy Summer.
Yeah,
another good John Cusack movie is Grosse Point Blank.
Yeah. Wasn't that where he was
Hitman?
Hitman? Ugh.
Yeah. It doesn't. I don't know. To this day, that movie confuses me because I can't think of him as a hitman.
Right.
He played Edgar Allan Poe in a movie too, didn't he?
That made sense.
Yeah. It was called The Raven, I think.
Yeah, it was The Raven.
His whole family are actors.
But just how often John Cusack was put in like romantic dramas and romantic comedies, and he was like always the guy that didn't get the girl until the very, very end. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense that he's playing Edgar Allan Poe. Like,
yeah. Wasn't one of them the movie called The Truth About Dogs or something like that?
Cats and Dogs. Truth About Cats and Dogs.
Truth About Cats and Dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I even liked him in, was it 2012?
Yeah.
Oh, I hated that movie. Yeah, that just came across as that is the world's luckiest man.
Right.
Because everything that could possibly have gone right went right for him.
Some good effects, though.
Oh, his ex-wife is dating one of the few people that's eligible to fly one of the most complex vehicles to fly, other than the space
It
shuttle.
only had 3 lessons, though, or something.
Yeah, but apparently he could fly literally an Antonov, which is ridiculously complex.
It's like one of the biggest Antonovs on wings right now too.
Yeah, it's the world's largest cargo plane.
Yeah.
It's just the thing is to take it off is very, very difficult. It's considered one of the most difficult planes to fly. Yet this guy knew how to do it.
The part that I thought was completely unbelievable is when he's going back and the camper's going down in the crater. He just miraculously, his hand comes up onto the tarmac. I'm like, really?
They did that in Indiana Jones though too.
Yeah.
That's another movie.
That's the first time I really felt old. I was listening to the radio on my lunch break, and they said this weekend it's the 30th anniversary of Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. I thought, oh my God, it's been 30 years since I graduated, and I mean, I just remember sitting there at McDonald's parking lot going, I'm old.
See, I can relate to that because some of the like really good rock albums are celebrating their 20th anniversary, and I'm like, I graduated high school 20 years ago. I remember like in high school, and that was like the thing. Like Linkin Park, the Hybrid Theory is 20 years old this year.
Or when you're in the elevator and they're playing on music, songs that you knew from high school.
Right? Yeah.
Or even better, you're just listening to the radio and they say like, we got an old one here for you, and it starts playing Metallica, and it's like, wait, what?
Right? Or you're walking through and you're Walmart and you're hearing like really good songs that you wanted to crank, and you're like, it's in a Walmart. Oh man, that guy must be drowned.
Yeah, because here's a British band that I really liked, Oasis.
Yeah,
because I've been hearing a lot of their songs, like again, like on Walmart or Sheets, or and I'm like, wow, man, Oasis, man.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Right. Happy anniversary, John.
Oh, happy anniversary.
My parents were bickering the other day, and I was driving, and Mom was in the back seat, just bicker on little stupid stuff. And I put in a CD and turned it up.
Sorry, Jeff, that was too opportune. I had to. But happy anniversary to you too.
Oh man, that was great.
What were you saying, Kim?
Oh, it's just that my dad wouldn't let us listen to music a lot or not turn it up. When I was growing up, he'd say, turn that jukebox down, And so I put in Roll Over Beethoven. I had ELO's Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
So here we're driving down the road, and my parents are bopping in the car. My dad's tapping his foot. I thought, don't question it. Just keep driving. Dad goes, who is this? And he said, that's not Chuck Berry. And I said, no, it's a cover, but it's still good.
Right.
So he really liked that. I loved ELO. When they did the Traveling Wilburys, that lead singer, was it Jeff Lynne? I like the Traveling Wilburys.
Jeff Lynne.
Jeff Lynne. And then the Roy Orbison, George Harrison was in the Wilburys.
Yeah, Tom Petty.
And Tom Petty. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
So there's like nobody left from the Wilburys, is there?
Jeff Lynne.
Jeff Lynne. Just him. Everybody else is passed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tom Petty, I actually liked his minor role in the movie The Postman with Kevin Costner.
I like that movie, which a lot of people don't, but that was a good role he did.
Yeah. I loved that movie. That was a great movie.
I did too, and I'm trying to find it, like illegal on YouTube or something, but I haven't found it yet.
And the way Will Patton played that, the antagonist in that,
Ooh,
really good.
He was mean. There was a movie, of course, the guy that played Lucius Malfoy, he usually plays a bad guy. not all the time, but he was in one called Soldier years ago with Kurt Russell. And
You're talking about Morgan Freeman, right?
no, the movie was
No.
called not Morgan Freeman. Who is it that played Lucius Malfoy?
Oh, Jason Isaacs.
Yes,
Jason
he played the bad guy in Soldier. And Soldier is where they would get these babies and raise them from birth to be these super soldiers. And if one wasn't up to speed, they would just assassinate him. Well, then they decided they had a new breed of soldiers, and so they just literally threw those in the dumpster and took them to this trash planet. But Jason Isaacs was the bad guy. He was a smarmy Frank Burns kind of villain. But
honestly, that's why when I first saw Jason Isaacs on Discovery, me and my roommate Logan, who's a big Star Trek fan, we were both like, "Oh, this is gonna suck," and we're like, he's gonna be a villain somewhere down the line. He's gonna be a villain. It's like fate. He always is. It's like Sean Bean dying. Like he's always a villain.
Ned Stark's my favorite character. What happened to Ned Stark?
Yeah, Jason Isaacs played a good guy in a cop show that didn't last very long, just one season, where he kept going in 2 timelines. And in one timeline, his wife was dead, and the other one, his son was dead.
Right.
Oh, it was horrible.
It was an interesting premise, but again, if they had made him the villain, it probably would have been successful.
Maybe he was a bad cop.
But yeah, when we saw that, we're just dreading it because we really liked Lorca. That was like our favorite captain for a long while.
But the other Lorca's dead, isn't he? The one that's in the mirror? Or
wait.
did they leave that hanging?
So the Prime Lorca, they kind of give some innuendo about it, but it seems that the accident that happened was caused by Lorca from the Mirror Universe coming into the Prime Universe. That's one of the theories or thoughts, is that whole disaster on the Baran was caused by Lorca transferring to the other universe. Whether or not that's true, who knows? But apparently, supposedly, the Prime Lorca is gone. He's dead.
Morgan got me a book for Christmas that has Lorca in it. It's a Discovery tie-in, and it talks about Lorca was part of the Starfleet group that was stationed on the planet when, original series episode, Governor Kodos killed. It deals where they killed the colonists there because they ran out of food.
Conscious of the king.
Conscious of the king.
Yeah.
Lorca was there, and Philippa was on her way there on a relief ship. That's how they met. And his girlfriend was one of the colonists that was killed. So it was a good book. But it changed him from this kind of happy-go-lucky but serious Starfleet officer into like vengeful, cold, I'll never love again kind of Lorca. 41 years.
Well, I think I'm going to call it, folks. It is almost midnight here, so signing off. Live long and prosper, folks.
All right.
Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.
All right.
And then tonight we were joined by Brigadier General, did I get that right? Joost Ueffing, Acting Region 13 Coordinator, Admiral Kimberly Donohoe, USS Yorktown, Captain Maria Dutilly, USS Stella Pirata, and Fleet Captain John Hardy of the USS Essex.
Yay!
Thank you very much.
British vampire.
Have a
Go
good
back
night.
into your coffin, young man.
Yeah, that's right.
And remember, live long and prosper.
That's right.